Well, you guys asked for it.
So this is Katie.
Hi.
This is Jenna.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Earlier this year, I filmed Mask vs. Mask, a round table about queer masculinity. The response blew me away. Many of you asked for the femme version, and today, it's here.
You guys are each other too? What the fuck out? We're gay. Yeah. Right.
I've gathered 6 incredible sapphic femmes to sit down and share what femininity and identity mean to them.
Are you doing press-ons? I also survive on press-ons.
Oh yeah, I'm stoked about it.
Yeah, let me see him. Beautiful, beautiful.
You're so cute. Do you want some wine too?
I'm okay right now.
How far is studying?
Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes ago. Are we stereotyping femmes by having one of us come late? Like,
Yeah.
Hi.
What's your sign?
Yeah. Hi, this is Claudia, everyone. Hi. You look amazing.
Being feminine by itself is just explore this boldness, like play with makeup, play with outfit. I think like it enhances the beauty you already have, but it's not like the main thing. Being feminine is kind of like a superpower of self-expression.
Hearing that made me curious. If femininity is a superpower, what happens when you strip away one of its tools? Makeup.
So if we were to take it off, would it be losing your superpowers?
I don't think it will be losing my superpower, but I'll be losing a full beat of makeup. But it's okay.
So for this episode, I decided to put that question to the test. I photographed each participant twice, once in makeup and once after removing it, to see if their femininity or their comfort shifted at all. But before we get there, first, a conversation. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this. This is really, really special. What is it like to be femme in today's queer culture and society?
I feel like as a femme, it's gotten better because I think personally for me, when I was younger, it was always hard to look gay. Like I feel like now, if you were to come out as a femme, it's not as surprising or as alarming.
When you first actually came out, what was the reaction?
It's not true.
Right.
Or you don't look gay enough, or there's this image of what a lesbian or what a queer person should look like.
Did you guys get all that?
Yeah.
We're like,
I mean, it still happens.
That's me.
yeah. And then I would like to, your story as well.
Well, because I only came out like 4 or 5 years ago. And so I presented masculine before. So to be femme now and to be very attracted to femmes still, femme on femme is it's a weird thing where I've found mostly that other people don't know I'm into them. And I can't tell if they're into me. So what I've come to is if I'm into someone, I'll just ask them hey, can I take you on a date? And they're like, oh, I'm straight. I'm like, that tracks, yeah. I've struggled with my femininity and being seen as femme. And there's been so many times where I'm I'm just not feeling myself today, feeling femme. And people are like, no, you're giving very femme right now. And I'm in sweats, no makeup, hair in a bun. And they're you're giving femme. And I'm like, how? They're like, I don't know, just your energy. Because I've talked with so many people and it really does feel like it's an energy.
Nice. Oh my God, that's hot.
Well, when I came out, my mom was like, no, you're absolutely not. You like pink, you like Justin Bieber. I'm like, little do you know, that is a lesbian man. I don't know what you're talking about. And then, it's been 12 years since I've come out, but I went through the first 6 months of me being out, I was like, okay, I'm a lesbian, I wear beanies and flannels, and that's all I'm allowed to wear, and that's what I'm supposed to wear. That's my thing I'm supposed to do. And then it took probably 4 years to start dressing like I wanted to dress. And I do think I overcompensated because of the fact that I don't think people knew I was gay. So I was like, let me pierce everything. Let me get tattoos that are blatantly gay and let me be really, really dominant and then they'll know.
My mom said something similar. She was like, you're doing this for attention, because she was like, oh, so are you gonna cut your hair now? I was like, why was that the first thing? I've always been also not as girly on the spectrum, but I still like makeup and dressing and hair and everything and changing my style.
I remember one time I did drag and had to present masculine and as a guy, and I did a whole performance. I kept to pop in my hip, and they were like, no, no, no. And I felt kind of uncomfortable in my body and in the clothes, and it really gave me an understanding about maybe a small glimpse into the kind of gender identity experience, trans experience, where I was like, yeah, I really feel uncomfortable like this. And that was when I was like, you know what? Yeah, you are a feminine woman.
I feel like I resonate with all of that. It's just like, okay, pink, frills, My Little Pony. I have a unicorn tattoo. Like, very, very girly growing up. But then, like, at 6, I just remember being like, I have a crush on this, like, little soccer player girl. Like, what is this? Lesbians, queers don't look like me. And I just remember, like, the Victoria's Secret catalog my mom would get. Me just being like, yes, wife, wife, wife. Playing, like, as dad and, like, during like, recess and whatnot. But then, like, you know, when I came out, I went through the phase of, like, shaving my head, which was, like, insane. And I just didn't feel, it was pretty hot. But just not feeling embodied as myself. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to just go back to my roots. I do feel like the world has gotten better as a whole in terms of what a queer person looks like. And that's something that's been really, really beneficial because, you know, me a few years ago would have been like, oh, I'm not gay enough. And now I'm like, whatever, I'm coming into the room, I'm gay. Move.
What about you, Claudia?
I think being super femme, it's my superpower of like loyalty to myself. It's just like I wake up, I like to have a routine. I like to put like different 10 steps of Korean skincare every single day, putting perfume to go to sleep. Like it's like my loyalty to myself of like, if I don't do this, I don't feel myself. Like take me to camp, I will kill myself. Tell me to hike, I will just avoid everything. You know? So
I find it, at least, like, because I believe in the feminine energy of being very witchy and magical into like their spirituality, and so I believe that when you're getting ready and you're putting on all that, that's a whole ceremony.
it's a ritual.
You know, it's a ritual. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like depends of how much time in advance do I have. I just like pour some wine.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
Carpet there. So
You have to have your robe. I have like a silk robe. I'm like, it's time. I'm like,
I'm doing it all
from
wrong.
Japan, and I'm just like, all right, I'm ready.
Again, like I'm always so curious of why we think of like this ritual of putting on makeup and everything, getting ready is more feminine though too. Like what entails that? I know, like I'm thinking back in Egyptian time, like both masculine and feminine would wear makeup. What do you guys think innately about makeup that makes you feel almost empowered or feminine, or what does that mean to you?
I think because it's like rooted in glamour magic, it goes back to like the concept of like basically putting on like battle armor on, if you will, and it's a way to accentuate what it is that you have naturally that you want to like highlight, because makeup's never about covering, it's about accentuating what you have.
That's really great.
Like I feel powerful when I wear my makeup.
100%.
I'm like immediately like, I could kill a guy with a look right now.
Yeah.
And I can manipulate and control this man.
Same with the outfit. The outfit plus the makeup is like, oh, I could kill someone right now.
And the hair.
Just by looking good.
I feel like femininity has changed a lot in the way that I think of it over the years. I think growing up in a Midwestern, more religious atmosphere, it felt like it was soft, submissive. And I feel that in queer spaces, femininity has become more of like a bold statement. And I feel that being a hyper femme in those kind of scenarios, I feel strong, empowered, sensual, emotionally open, nurturing. I mean, I feel like it's embodied all that is the beauty of femininity through the male gaze, but it's taken out the like toxic of it all. And it's made me feel like I can like reclaim it.
I mean, I think for me, it's like entering queer spaces and like just not feeling like I fit in completely. When I was younger, I definitely did like, I have to wear a rainbow bracelet because no one's gonna know that I'm gay and I'm never gonna find my wife. So like, I don't know, I just felt like I always had to do some extra something, like wear a pride necklace just so people know like, hey, I'm here also, and like lesbians or queer people can look like this as well. When I was younger, I definitely wanted to be more masked just so I could meet women faster. I think back then there weren't a ton of apps, there weren't a ton of spaces where you can meet women, and if I look so straight or just not like what a lesbian would look like, I can't meet anyone.
One of my biggest issues with the whole feminine presenting being queer is actually the men of it all, like the straight men really just not believing my queerness and me having to just constantly prove that to them. So like when men come up to me and they're like hitting on me and I'm like, I'm queer, like I don't even tell them that anymore. I just say I'm not interested, because immediately they sexualize us and they're like, this is, you know, like, oh, really? Like I'm gonna make you this, or like, and it's just, that's honestly the most annoying part of being feminine presenting queer to me.
The only men I have in my life is like men in my hobbies. So like it's very nerdy stuff, and they've always been really respectful. But there's always like this moment of they're like, what's going on here? And I'm like, oh yeah, my girlfriend. And they're like, oh, okay. But like in queer spaces, like in the beginning, I was like, how do I make sure that people know I'm like, you know, like gay? Yeah. And I was like, I got this tattoo. And I was like, and like my line is like, oh, that's my trigger finger. You know, like just something like, yeah, right? So
you also finger like that?
Yeah, these two.
These two.
Because then you can go palm.
I do the Spider-Man thing.
I used to do this.
Wait, that's
it, bro.
It almost feels like femininity is this embrace of a non-toxic masculinity in a way where like we can listen and give care while being powerful and also being caretakers and givers. There's like this huge encompassingness that is like femininity. Whereas it feels like masculinity is so much more narrow, and you can lose your masculinity by being feminine. But you can stay feminine and like exhibit masculine traits.
Yeah. Do you guys have tattoos that signify, hey, I'm queer? Like,
I think just getting the big ones, like that was for me.
My girlfriend has also tattooed me while we were broken up. So like, I feel like that's gay. While we were not together, while we were currently exes, she tattooed me.
I'm getting inspiration right now.
If you want scissors on your lower back, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, now I'm wondering about when you guys were walking into queer spaces, and then like that, because I know when I walk into queer spaces, people, as soon as they look at me, they can see that I'm gay. Is that type of energy, or is it a thing? Like, how do you let other people know that you are gay, aside from tattoos?
I think that the way that I, like, flirt and just deal with queers has changed a lot because of the fact of femme invisibility. Yeah. So, like, I think we were talking about overcompensating. I think that I started being way more forward, way more dominant, because I didn't feel like no one was coming up to me because they were assuming I was straight. So now when I go into a queer space, I'm like I'm just like, and I'll give you the sex look. Like if you're queer, like I'll go to you and I'm like, like you know I'm gay because I'm giving you the thing, you know, I'm giving you the dominant energy, and I feel like that came from the fact that I had to. I felt like I had to be that way. But people to receive me as queer, like I had to, I kind of became more of like a sexual tiger.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Stepped into your inner Lilith.
Yes, exactly.
I didn't even realize just how differently the world treats me, not only as a queer person, but as a black woman, as a black feminine woman, until my wife, who's Mexican, was just like, one day she just had this weird look and I was like, what? She's like, the way people treat you versus me, very different. I've had people talk down to me. I've had to like, you know, make myself small in situations. I've had to like wear less makeup because, you know, there's that stereotype of like, oh, you're just like a girly girl, so you must be stupid. I worked in the tech industry for a while, and even just commanding a room in there was really, really challenging. And again, it kind of comes back to that like femme domination in order to get respect.
It's scary at work sometimes, like when you have to come out in new spaces, like in the corporate environment that I work in, I was really struggling with like, how, like, I don't want to have to do this again. Yeah, totally. And so, you know, people will mention little things here and there. What'd you do this weekend? This and that. And I'm like, I went to a party with some friends, you know. But then eventually I'll be like, my girlfriend this, my girlfriend that, and I start to feel more comfortable. But I still have that like anxiety of like having to say it every single time.
Yeah, I feel like we're like constantly coming out. Like I don't think it ever ends. Like even with family, I mean, I come from Latina as well as my mom is Chinese. So like it's very conservative in so many ways, and they're just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, no, it's happening. It's been happening since I was like 11. Hasn't changed yet. So my culture plays a lot in like who I am and how I've come out. I think for my mom, it took a long time for her to accept me. even if I've only brought women to our house, like consistently for like 20 years. But she's truly, I feel like, accepted me now, and now she's so much more open-minded, and she even talks about trans rights, for example. And she doesn't know anyone that's trans, but I feel like she knows that that represents my community. And so she's very much like a flower that just like blossomed, and she wants to see me happy.
To me, it's the same. Like, for my mother, I'm Latina, and for my dad, I'm half Japanese and half Chinese.
Are you Peruvian?
Yes.
I'm Peruvian.
Whoa. We're gonna be besties. I told you already. So it's like, I've been a makeup artist 30 years. Before I became full-time makeup artist, I was like in the night industry. I was like bottle service. I was a stripper, and like, for me, as soon as everything becomes so serious with my wife, all my clients, all the fucking rappers, all the rappers disappear. You know, they're just like, oh, I'm gonna buy 3 bottles to this girl. So in my mind, she's gonna come with me after spending $5,000. No, you spend $5,000 to the club. I'm like just cashing out $1,500. There's nothing. I'm not gonna go with you.
Working.
Exactly. This is my playground. And like, I realized that myself was going down till when I get engaged. That was it. That was it. Goodbye stripping. Goodbye nightlife. This is the time that I'm gonna prioritize myself. I'm a makeup artist. I'm the LGBTQ makeup artist. LGBTQI plus. I know what I am. I know the family that I have now. Fuck everyone else what they think about me.
I said this in the first episode of Mass versus Mass, where I feel like most of the like mass presenting queer people are always just like sitting back, right? And they never get approached. So how did you meet Corey?
I always pass my wife gallery studio. And I remember that one day it was open. It was October 12th, 2023. I saw this 5 feet little girl, full of paint everywhere. And I'm like, can we exchange information? She gave me her Instagram. I follow her instant. She just like take 1 month to realize, oh, I'm just gonna follow her back. 1 month. 1 month. Oh. And like the next month, she even say a word to me. She just sent me a flyer saying, Christmas party, pull up. So I said, this is a fucking challenge. I'm gonna show up. I went to the liquor store and I said, like, this tiny girl, like what she would like. And I said, like, you know what? Give me Casamigo, Reposado, the one that is 2 liters. I don't give them fucks. This is gonna be my investment. I went there and I'm like, Corey, can we have a shot? She pull up and she's like, oh no, I'm not doing shots. I'm like, listen, I spend more than 100 in this bottle just for you. So you better take 2 shots with me. Yeah. If I like what I like, I'm just gonna go for it. I don't care if you're a unicorn, if you're a she and her, you date there, like ours, me, whatever it is. If I like you, I like you.
For me, I met Kirsty on Tinder. I feel like I probably chased first. I also asked her out.
And is she the more femme or masculine?
She's chapstick.
How about you?
For my wife, she approached me. We met on Field, the dating app. I was like at the time dating 3 people, and I was like very involved with one, and I was just like, I'm down to like, you know, date, and I just started dating, like became officially partners with my other partner. So she came along and I made her wait. Our first kiss, 5 months. 5 months. Whoa. We took forever because I was in the middle of like, yeah.
Our first date was like 3 days, and then I moved in.
But also, where is she on the spectrum of like masculine and feminine?
So she's similar to your partner. She's like, I'm not a mask. Like everyone is like, oh, well, you know, we like femmes, bro. And
she's like, no.
She's like, I'm a lady. Like, I'm like, yeah, and she is. Amazing. So she wears like boy clothes, but she's like, yeah, let's go get our nails done. Or like, oh, my back hurts. Like I like give her Brazilians all the time, and she's like, that hurt. And I'm like, you're such a girl. Like, I love you, but you're such a girl. She's girlier than me.
In what way?
Yeah. Just her energy. Like, I'm just like, she's the type of person to be like, oh, I didn't ask for mashed. I'm like, she didn't ask for mashed potatoes. Like,
do we all do that?
Yeah. Like, I'm always the like bad guy, and I don't care because like I'm like, people
is that a high femme thing? Like, where do you think that energy comes?
I think like being the black cat kind of synonymous
Yeah.
to it.
You
Yeah.
take those mashed potatoes the fuck back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's just like, like I'm on a bunch of people's like hate list and I like don't care. And she's like, everyone loves her, which is great. Like, it's wonderful.
This is my girlfriend and my broken phone screen. We've technically known each other for 6 years. We always gave each other a look. She was fine as hell. So like right after me and my ex-girlfriend broke up, within 3 days, I went to a cherry bomb party. Remember those?
Yeah.
I showed her my like green wristband. We were doing those wristband things for a bit. So I showed her my green wristband.
What does that
and was
one
like,
mean?
It means I'm single now.
Did you essentially approach her?
Oh, of course.
That's awesome.
So femmes, we are.
That's what I'm
actually,
saying, it's the power.
The stronger ones. Yeah.
And then Ella, what about you?
Similar. I'm always the one who makes the first move, and I always tell myself, this time I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna kiss. I'm not gonna do it. And I always do.
I'm noticing across the board, it seems like you guys are actually dom femmes, like alpha femmes in a way, that's what it comes down
Shit
to.
just needs to get done. If I wait for someone to make a move.
Yeah, and there's like a fierceness, a power that I feel like maybe we all hold that we're like, you either go after it or it's never gonna happen. Closed mouths don't get fed.
I feel like one thing that femmes are, or especially dom femmes and hyper femmes like we are so good at doing is making the mask think they're the soul. Because for example, my girlfriend and I, our first kiss, we're playing darts, and I'm like, it's first date. I'm like, we need to make out. I need to put my lips on that, like for sure, right now. So my way of doing it is, if you make it, you have to kiss me.
Oh yeah.
And then she's like, and I go, close enough. And I'm still performing femininity and like softness, but I'm still performing softness, but I'm manipulating you. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. I'm giving the
part of the plan.
Yeah, this is the plan, and you are falling for it. You think you're the one on top. I'm controlling this whole game right now.
Incredible. Again, the dom, it's the alpha female.
I think the real big takeaway is that you're not actually in charge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And you agree.
Yeah, because I'm in charge in my business.
Yeah. Same.
But wait, okay.
It's the sub effect because you're just like, please just take care of me and you can
Yeah.
have the
No,
top.
I default top, but please just take care of me. And no one does because I'm in charge.
And no one does because you're more dominant in a sense, or
I default to being in charge because I'm very good at it, and people tend to want that. I was raised to be a man. I was masculine male presenting for over 30 years. I had to work to stay a man. Having been taught how to be a man is a bit of a superpower, because this current culture and landscape that we live in is so much controlled by the legacy of masculinity and the legacy of patriarchy. And if you know how to operate in masculine male spaces, you are accepted in that way. I can be fully a woman and express myself in a masculine way to men, and I'm instantly accepted simply because I know how to operate as a man. That is a little bit more of work for me, but I can do it because I was taught how to do it. Whereas, as a woman, I get to simply be and exist.
It was really, really insightful. Like I thought I knew a lot of stuff about queer community, but I didn't. And I'm excited. We're gonna get deeper. Now it's time for the experimental part of the project. The makeup removal. So I'm gonna start doing your guys' portraits. One by one, I brought each person back to wash it off and sit for another round of portraits. I wanted to see if anything changed. Their body language, their emotions, or their sense of femininity.
And of course, it is on my worst face day.
I have some little red dots, but we're gonna be okay with that.
Let's see how I'm feeling right now. This red lip is gonna be a hot mess. Maybe not, maybe not.
Without makeup, I am most of my days. But for my everyday, it's mostly just lip balm, my eyebrows, and that's it.
Tell me what you're feeling too.
To be honest, I still feel really feminine.
I didn't grow up wearing makeup, so if I wear too much now, it's almost like it feels worse than wearing only a little bit.
For New Year's of 2020, I was like, I want to go 1 month without wearing makeup, and then COVID hit, and it was like many months without wearing makeup.
Yeah, and
Ever since then, I've been like relatively secure with myself. I mean, there have been times where I'm at a bar in Birkenstocks and like, no bra and like no makeup, so I kind of look a little out of place here, but even then it's just like, I just work it.
Are you nervous, excited?
Not really. I'm not super nervous. I spend most of my life with no makeup these days. I think over the years, I kind of just, got really comfortable with myself.
I'm becoming slowly a Filipino guy. It's all right. You guys doing me dirty.
How are you feeling?
Could you believe that instead of like feeling naked, I feel like fresh face?
No, that's actually really beautiful.
Oh, it feels good.
Does
Sometimes wearing makeup is just like itchy.
Yeah, you look actually just like
The
same.
You know what's funny is when I go out with no makeup, I get hit on more.
More?
It's because people are afraid. We were talking about this. People are afraid of us.
Then you have freckles.
Yeah. They're 100% tattooed on.
To be honest, I'm more comfortable being my weird ass self without makeup.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, they know too much already.
There you go. Oui.
Cool, I think I got it all.
Yeah. And then go ahead and hold it up. I want to see what it looks like.
With the body positivity movement, I think that also kind of encompasses beauty as well. And I think a lot of people are just like, again, going back to more natural, whereas like, you see the 2016 look, which is like lashes, contour, bold brows, just like 3 lip products. And I feel like there's a lot less of that these days, which is awesome.
So it's interesting because you do put on makeup for yourself, but it's also, is it for others?
At the beginning, it was for others completely. Now it's probably 80% for myself. Unlearning to care about what people think has been like the feat of my 20s.
Fuck yeah.
And caring less and less is what has actually changed the shape of my makeup over the years. I spent most of my 20s in fake lashes and deep dark eyeliner, black hair, long extensions, everything. And over the last like 3 or 4 years, I've become a lot more natural. And I think a lot of it is because I don't really feel like it's for anyone else now.
Yeah.
It's more for myself.
Yeah, that's like the most little amount.
Really?
Yeah. Are you ready?
I think I'm ready.
This is your portrait.
Oh my God.
You without makeup. I think that's a fucking wrap. That's a wrap. Cold